you can sit at the bar without having food and get just a drink. So now a lot of bars are going to start being able to open back up. They're going to get rid of the COVID. Like most of the COVID restrictions will be out of the window by May 19th. So
We are on YouTube.
we on the YouTubes.
So, yeah, New York's about to open up.
Yeah, we're going to open back up. The curfew's going to be
Curfew's
gone.
supposed to be lifted, I think they said on the 31st, which just happens to be Memorial Day.
Oh, man. It's going to be a crazy summer, bro.
Listening to Press Box Party. Sorry for those joining late on YouTube. It's the first time we're back in the studio in 7 months.
Yeah,
so
it feels good.
give us some leeway. I've got Jonathan Craig. If you go to YouTube, Stream 35 Radio, make sure you share it if you're on right now. On the chat, Chief Firewater is asking capacity questions on the dates for New York City's opening. So right now we're at 50.
I think right now we're at 50%,
19th, I think they said 75.
75% on the 19th.
And then I don't think they ever said, July 1st is the goal for 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to have us a
But
boom.
everyone's going to break the 75% rule anyways.
Oh, yeah, they've been breaking it so far. They've been sneaking people in past 50% this whole time.
No,
so.
I realize that.
So but I'm glad. It feels good. I'm happy that things are getting somewhat back to normal.
Well, no, with your bartending stuff, you got to be happy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the time.
I mean,
all the bartenders are coming out of woodworks, coming out from those hibernating sleeps, coming out of free agency. You bartenders better lace up, man. Y'all better get
doing
ready.
their stretches.
Start doing your stretches and everything. They need us. So I'm excited. And I know a lot of people are excited. People can start back to come visit New York City. The few restaurants that are still open can, serve the city without a curfew, without.
Well, I could just tell things are turning around because you're sitting right here.
I'm right
in
here,
the
man.
flesh.
In the flesh, baby.
Press Box Party, as I said, we actually have phone. You can call now. We've been gone for a while. We know that you miss us. 917-477-7737.
We miss all you guys, so
Yeah.
call us up.
Please call us.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not look desperate now.
Yeah, I mean, y'all ain't gotta call us.
What
but,
else? What else have we missed in the last couple weeks? I don't know. Well, sports-wise,
the Knicks.
the Knicks will be in the playoffs.
And
They already clinched it?
That ain't happened in such a long time that, Knicks fans are getting excited. They're excited. Now, they don't think that they're going to be able to. They know they're not going to win the whole thing, but they could come out the first round, which is something the Knicks haven't done in quite a while.
Yeah. I think it was getting real rowdy when the Yankees looked like they had damn near the worst record in the league here in April, and then the Knicks were rolling. But Yanks are back, man. They're on a streak, up
The
2-0.
Yanks always find their way back, man. They always
Back. I can't even believe I'm saying back in the first week of March. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Baseball's 162 games.
It's the longest sport of all time.
And then also in hoops, funny, Mr. LeBron James.
Suddenly
now has a problem with the playoff or play-in thing that the NBA is testing out this year, just a one-year thing. They don't know if they'll bring it back. You like it? And those aren't that keen to the NBA, I'm not mad at you for that. But this year, seeds, generally the top 8 seeds go in each conference. This year, seeds 1 through 6 are officially in the playoffs. 7, 8, 9, and 10 got to all play each other to get in, to narrow it down to 2.
Yeah. I
mean, hey, this makes – I love
it's interesting. It makes it
right off the
interesting,
bat,
man,
you got do or dies.
Let's bring it.
Do or dies.
I love it. Let's bring it.
And usually to get a do or die, sometimes you have to wait a whole month into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even get one. Usually you get one.
But yeah, this is gonna be good.
But to get four of them right off the bat, each conference.
I like it. It's going to draw people into the playoffs a little bit more. Switch it up.
But also the thing about that is the Lakers, who are on that 6-7 hinge, the defending champs, are in danger of playing in that. I don't know why they're mad. The NCAA tournament does something similar where, like, UCLA, great school, usually competitive in the tournament, had to play a play-in game against Michigan State, which they took to overtime and almost lost. And then UCLA found themselves, right there in the Final Four. Right there, actually a second away from going to the championship.
Exactly.
Oh, and there's our first Mike Punch.
Mike Punch, right in the face.
2021, since Jonathan Craig is in the studio.
Sorry, it's been a while, man. Sorry for the Mike Punch.
Everything. I think we're doing all right. We made it this far. Okay, moving along. What about football? You watched the draft? You're not a draft nerd.
No, not too much of a draft nerd.
I take a glance at it. I don't understand people that got to watch that live.
You don't.
I guess it's another reason to throw back some pops, as they say.
You know how it is. Throw back a couple of those cold ones.
Yeah.
And keep it going.
But some people really get into it.
Some people do. I mean, and I will say now would be a good time. During the pandemic, you have an excuse. You still may be at home.
People are always into it.
I'm giving people an excuse this time to. But, draft parties are fun. Anytime you can find a reason to throw a party and have, friends and family over, little snacks, some booze, I'm all about it.
Yeah, but that's only the first round you're going to do that for.
Yeah, after that, everybody's like, we don't know any of these
There's
people.
some real geeks out there that watch all of them.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
All four, all the way up to Sunday. And Mr. Irrelevant, that's the name they give to the very final pick to see if he actually ever amounts to anything. But, yeah, so that happened, and then the bigger news is Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
And you said you hadn't been keeping up too much.
I had not been keeping up until.
He's calling. I mean, he's basically calling the front office. He's calling the GM like he's Jerry Krause of the NFL.
Oh, you ain't got to say nothing else.
And so he wants out.
Yeah, he deserves.
They're not budging, and then.
I mean, I wouldn't budge, but.
He might actually have to sit out this year.
Where would he go? Where's he trying to go?
Well, the front runner, for some reason, I mean, I get why it is. It's the front runner is the Broncos.
Really?
Yeah.
Denver.
Because they think Denver would be a situation like Tom Brady started all this. Tom Brady actually caused all this. If he wouldn't have beat Aaron Rodgers in the NFC title game,
Tom Brady would have just lost. And did us all a favor and just not have been Tom Brady and just, be an old quarterback and, make the playoffs but not take the team you just went to the Super Bowl and then win it.
And what they did there,
thanks a lot,
they let Tom Brady basically sign. They let Tom Brady. They gave him the keys to the castle.
They gave him keys to the whip. Like, look, Tom, pick up whoever you want, bro.
And he did.
I would.
And it worked out.
That's how you win.
So now Aaron Rodgers, I think, is looking over there like, what?
Somebody give me the keys to the whip.
Yeah.
So I can go pick up the homies.
Because I'll tell you what, quarterback, if you're that good of a quarterback, you're more important than the GM.
Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about the GM. I mean, the people
they do if you don't have a quarterback.
They care about the GM. But, fans don't care about the GM.
Listen to the Press Box Party, 917-477-7737. On this Wednesday night in New York City. I think it's stopped. No, looking at the Yankee game, it hasn't stopped raining.
Oh, no. You can't stop the rain. Like Shaquille O'Neal. Remember that song?
Oh, I thought you were going with. Oh, I Can't Stand the Rain. Yeah.
Oh, the New Edition.
Yeah. Well, New Edition been remade plenty of times.
Yeah. I could stand the rain sometimes. Like,
People in California, man.
They need some rain.
Well, they need it, but when it did rain, It was like collision course out on that 405 on that track.
Ooh.
People didn't know how to drive in the rain.
It's like we ain't had none of this in a while. We don't.
People
know
in Cali didn't know how to drive in the rain.
Or is it just people in Cali don't know how to drive at all?
I can't say that. It wasn't the worst drivers.
Who do you think is the worst?
When I lived in Arizona for 2 years, and when the snowbirds, they call them,
the snowbirds
come in, the elderly people from like the Midwest that have their winter houses in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
They hit the streets.
Oh yeah. The snowbirds.
And that, talk about old fogies running into your lane and everything else.
It's nothing worse than driving behind some old people who should have had their license taken away from them years ago. Now, that ain't no.
You better
shade.
watch out. We've got
That's just facts, man.
You better watch out. We've got an older audience that listens in Gary, Indiana.
We do. I'm not talking about you guys. We love you guys, but you know, sometimes you gotta hang it up. You gotta choose your words carefully these days. I'm trying not to get canceled before we get on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes there'll be those pauses where I'm thinking about, should I say this or should I not? You never know.
Well, a lot of fast food news.
Oh yes.
Today.
Oh yes.
One of them happened right here in our backyard in New Jersey.
Joyzy.
At a McDonald's.
I have a
Are you believing
place.
this story?
Which one?
This Jersey woman that went to the McDonald's, and then her wrapper had feces on it.
Oh, the McFeces?
Yeah.
Do I believe the McFeces? Part of me wants to believe the McFeces because, like I said, man, you know.
Former employee.
Listen, I've worked at
Jonathan Gregg, former employee at McDonald's.
McDonald's
that is true.
Before, so I know how an irritated McDonald's employee could be. Especially you gotta think about it. It's some young kids in McDonald's. They work and they're like, man, I'm tired of working here. I'll wipe my ass with one of these wrappers and put it back in there. And like they might have done it. They could have done that. It could have happened. I'm not saying it did, but
I don't know, man.
You never know.
Well, you've worked in service beyond McDonald's, so maybe it scares me that you believe it.
I do. When I read it, I said, yeah, think about it. People who work at McDonald's aren't happy. Like those commercials you see where the people at McDonald's making good food with smiles on their face.
What about Calvin?
That's just not real, man, okay? It's not real. Nobody at McDonald's is happy to be there, okay? It's a bunch of teenagers and older people who probably should be doing better. So everybody's angry except for the mid-level manager who's probably about like 22 is like, I'm killing it. I'm managing at McDonald's, right? And I get to eat free McDonald's all the time. Other than that, ain't nobody happy to be at McDonald's. So, yeah, I think somebody did wipe their ass with that McWrapper, okay? Yeah, I think they did. And you know what? I ain't saying it's right. I'm not. I'm just saying it's feasible. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So, I guess this woman might have a case now.
She might.
Did they put a picture of it? I thought on one of the news stories I saw this. I thought they put a picture.
You know,
I
was hoping for a little.
They did
a McPick.
They had. I remember not in this one off the New York Post, but I guess you could look it up. I'm not going to put it on the YouTube page because it's their first day back in the studio, and I don't want people to never like watch the YouTube.
Like, man,
channel.
I tuned into there and they were showing McFecal matter sandwiches.
Yeah,
it was terrible. Yeah, let's not get canceled.
And you sent me this story about a new sandwich.
Yeah.
Chicken and cheese, McChicken and cheese.
Yeah,
burger.
It's McDisgusting.
Well, wait, is that here?
No,
or
it's not here in the United States. That is
Singapore.
It's in Singapore. So what they did in Singapore?
Oh yeah, what? No, so many of these. I've been to a lot of McDonald's around the globe, and they have like weird stuff. But
are you into this?
If it would ever make it, what is this? Just chicken and cheese?
It's a chicken sandwich. It's a chicken patty, and then there's a fried mozzarella patty on top of the chicken patty, in between a piece of American cheese with lettuce and tomato. You into that?
Yeah, I'd give it a try.
Yeah,
I'd give it a try.
I feel like
I
that.
can tell you it's not going to be good.
It's not. It's only going to be.
Is anything there good?
No, man. Not even
besides
the service.
I mean,
nothing.
Wow, you have really rebelled against your old employer,
Right? But if they give me an endorsement,
I don't know
all
what
on it.
I don't know what they did to you.
I'm
bro.
all about it. If McDonald's hit me up for a commercial. The price is right. We'll get rid of this episode right here.
Damn, we jinxed the Yankees.
That's all that talk about.
Gave up the lead.
McDonald's, man. See.
Yep.
So you saying you don't believe the McFeekle matter story?
Oh man, I don't know why.
That's because you worked at Wendy's, didn't you? You guys had some class over there.
There was a Taco Bell.
Some class at Wendy's. Shit. Anybody could work at McDonald's, man. Everybody was trying to work at McDonald's.
If that were the case, I would say, yeah, McDonald's would be doing that. You see what I'm saying? I'd be hating on you guys. I just don't think.
You do be hating.
You got the real issues. Florida woman found a cigarette in her Taco Bell meal.
Oh. I feel like
that's the one I was looking for.
I feel that is standard to find in your Taco Bell meal, because that shit ain't meat for real anyway. So.
And McDonald's is.
Yeah, I mean, it's closer. I mean, it's a bigger corporation, so they care a little bit more about keeping up the facade. Oh, this just looks like somebody lost one of their cigarettes that was in their pocket.
There, I put it up on the screen. Yeah, it's definitely not smoked.
No, it's that old dude who still work at Taco Bell, Kenny. Kenny still working at Taco Bell, and he smoked menthols, and he keep it right there in his ear. And he had his hat on, and he didn't realize that cigarette fell out. Kenny was like, "Anybody seen my cigarette? Hey, anybody seen my cigarette? I keep it right here in between my ear and my hat. Y'all know, anybody stole my cigarette?" And that's Kenny's cigarette right there. And somebody's meal.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. But the sad thing about that, I'm sitting there laughing about it, but a kid almost ate that.
That cigarette?
Mm-hmm. A woman was feeding it to her kid. Almost ate Kenny's cigarette.
Man.
Let's go to the phones. Ozella in H-Town, Houston.
H-Town. I know the Yankees is beating us right about now, but that's what happens when you go to New York.
Actually, the Astros are winning right now.
Oh,
Thanks.
okay.
Yeah, they came back.
As soon as we started talking about McDonald's, they started coming back.
But now hopefully that you called, you jinxed them, so they'll give up the lead.
Good. I have to, all right, if I jinx them, that's good. You know what? You guys are not going to get any endorsements from any fast foods. Y'all keep trashing McDonald's and Wendy's, Taco Bell with cigarettes. And
they doing it to
McDonald's
themselves, man.
species.
They're doing it to themselves. They got to start screaming.
That's terrible, Jonathan. Do you really think somebody did that?
Well, didn't you, Jonathan, share a story at a bar? Somebody peed in somebody's drink?
Yeah, this place that I work
So you'll
at.
believe anything.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to tell you where it was at, but I've seen.
That just came back to me, so he'll believe anything.
That was years ago. I don't work in those kind of places anymore.
Yeah, but you actually saw it happen.
But that's still disgusting, though.
Disgusting.
All of that. The pandemic did have to stay at home more often. So now you're going to make people not go to fast food places. It's really, really crazy. If you're going to get an endorsement, you need to get an endorsement from Chick-fil-A. They have really good. They have good service, customer service, and they're pretty good. So anyway, it's really good to see you guys on the press box. Y'all need to wave at me because I can see y'all. So I need to see you guys waving.
We just did. We waved to you, Ozella.
No,
But
you didn't. Don't sit at the screen.
we
you
did.
Ain't
There's a
moved.
delay.
It's a delay. You're gonna
Give it a
see us.
second.
You're gonna see
Oh.
us. Boom, there it is. We're
Now,
gonna wave
now
twice.
I see it.
Now we're gonna just wave throughout the show.
I know. Do what we got
It's
to
good
do.
to see you guys live. The weather is beautiful here. It's 80. So maybe you can do the show from Houston one time.
Oh,
Yeah, now that things are opening up, let's get wild.
let's go crazy.
Well, you know Texas been open. You
That's
know.
right.
Yeah.
You guys,
Abbott opened us up a long time ago. He's like, no, these people got to get back to work. So
y'all
you know how
didn't
he
shut
is.
down for real, really.
Yeah.
It's all about the money in Texas. So, but the numbers are going down, so I guess we're okay. But I'm going to keep my mask on until 2025.
Okay.
Long hauler. Damn.
Yes, take care. And you guys, go Stros.
Boo.
Boo. No, good talking to Ozella. Thank you for calling in, Ozella. We appreciate
We
you.
love it. We love it. We love it.
Yeah, how fitting. She calls right when they take the lead.
Right? You
Yeah,
think
her
she had something
Astros.
to do with that? Come on, man. That's,
Her Astros.
yeah.
Should have been asking her about her Rockets. Are they like the worst in the league, I believe?
Man, the Rockets took a turn for the worst.
Maybe Oklahoma is. I get those two teams mixed up, you know?
Well, they had a lot of the same players. just
Texas
kinda
and
like
North Texas.
recycling each other, just running them back and forth. They were the same team for a while.
Yeah. Press box party 917-477-7737. No shortage of stories. Oh yeah. The man that filled up his bowling ball with his father's ashes.
Yeah, that was some weird
Then
stuff.
rolls a perfect game.
Yeah. Dad was looking down upon him.
He
Or
just had his
looking
little ashes
from
just-
wherever he may be. Who knows? You know, I mean, everybody don't make it to where everybody think they're gonna make it to. You know, some people.
Right.
I mean, I'm
So
just
you'd be okay with like going out and knocking out some pins with your ashes?
with my pop's ashes,
No, yours.
with my own ashes.
Yeah, like how do you think he I don't think he requested that.
No,
I
Oh, he
mean,
did.
the perfect game is the story here, by the way.
no, the
'Cause those are hard
the,
to get.
The ashes in the bowling ball
Right.
is the story here. Okay, I think you're missing the point. This dude's got his dad's ashes in the third hole of the bowling ball. The ashes are just in there, but he only uses 2 fingers to bowl with, so he don't put. It's not like every time he's putting his finger in there, he's like wiggling around his dad's ashes. That'd be weird. But I'd be like, that's probably it's weird, but plausible.
Yep. But he got a 300.
See,
I mean, you know how hard it is to bowl a 300?
you know how hard it is to bowl a 300 with your dad's ashes in
Mhm.
there. That's a lot of pressure. Now
He got it done.
he's going to be expecting his dad to show up all the time.
917-477-7737. If you're brave enough, like Ozella was, to call in.
Yeah. Call us up. Tell us how you feel.
What else we got to talk about?
Hmm.
There's a UK story about a kid, 27. Yeah, I must be getting old. I'm calling 27-year-olds kid. Hey, kid.
Hey, look at that 27. That's like
Get it.
it's not a kid, actually. That's a young adult. That 27, he's in his late 20s.
Right.
The 27-year-old young adult.
He won a sports car, Mitsubishi something,
Yes, a Mitsubishi.
that goes like 100 miles an hour,
140 or
200
something
miles
like
an
that.
hour, whatever.
Yeah. Nice little hot red sports
And-
car.
On the way home, crashed it up.
On the way home from picking it up, the dude drove 90 miles to go get it.
Yeah.
And in less than 24 hours, it's wrapped up around the wall, and they had to write it off. And a lot of people were upset. They started sending him hate mail because a lot of these car enthusiasts, they say, you know, that's my dream car and you won it and then you just wrecked it. You're terrible. You know, people are terrible when they, you know, don't get what they want. What a waste of a car, though. I'd be mad. But everybody walked away unscathed.
Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt. That's the most important thing. Just some people's feelings and egos, which
Correct.
they'll be fine.
Maybe. Moving along.
Moving along.
Oh, yeah, you're a liquor person, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Wine, but you don't get too much into wine, do you?
not like crazy, but you know, I know my way around a good Bordeaux or a Cabernet Sauvignon. You know,
Well, yeah, you've worked at some fine establishments.
I have.
So I do know that. Aged wine. What if wine was aged in space?
Whoa, that's some new stuff. That's how you know they about to take over space. They start sending wine to get aged up there. They're like, yeah, we just making it real nice and comfortable up here for us. So when we leave all you poor people down there on Earth, we got some nice space age wine. I wonder if they call it space age wine. That'd be kind of dope. You know?
I remember there was a album out, Space Age Pimpin'.
Yeah, get 8 Ball and MJG to
Right.
endorse that space age wine. Have them ride around like a giant space caddy. Yeah, it'd be awesome. I'm all about it, dude.
Space Age wine is expected to sell for $1 million.
Yeah. So apparently what they did was they sent this wine into space and it aged for like 440 days, which is equivalent to, we're not sure exactly how many days or years is equivalent to aging on Earth, but what they say is it gives it a completely different taste. And so what they're going to do is they're going to take this wine, they're going to take a regular bottle that was aged, and then they're going to take the bottle that was aged in space and they're going to sell it so the consumer can taste the difference. And the proceeds will go to doing more research on how to age wine in space. Now, I do want to taste some of this space wine. I do. I'm not going to lie. Maybe because it's space age.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it.
So you think you should go for $1 million? All right, done.
I don't think
Next
it should
story.
go for $1 million, but no.
Well, people are buying NFTs for $1 million, so
True.
at least you could. This is something you could actually drink and then also piss out. All right, intruders. You get, I mean, if we're gonna compare it to an NFT, we might as well show how real it is.
You get two sensations: the
Yeah.
sensation of enjoying
That's
it,
real.
and then the sensation of relieving yourself of it. I like it.
Oh yeah, we got to go on the crime circuit here.
Uh-oh. We got to get some crime music.
Hold on, maybe.
Maybe you got some?
No, I think
Oh.
maybe even something better. I've got a lot of connections.
You do.
Pretty much you.
Yeah. I got a lot of connections. Oh, we got a lot of connections.
And I think we could bring something back before we get to this Denny's story.
Okay.
I think we could bring something back, and I wasn't even prepared for it. I've already forgot that I'm connected with this guy.
Uh-oh. You about to call somebody up? You calling somebody?
Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh. You calling Robert Stack? We ain't heard from her in a while.
Robert, you good, man?
Hello? Antoine. Is that you?
Yeah, what's up? Robert Stack, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
How you been doing? You
I've
been
been
staying
doing-
healthy?
Well, where I am, we're always the same. Things don't change that much here. How have you been?
Good. I want to hear about what happened at this Denny's,
All right.
Evansville, Indiana. huh?
Evansville, Indiana.
Your- our boy, I know he walked out of the room, but Jay Craig is from,
I
from around
heard
there.
I heard he has some stories about Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, here's the story here about our Denny's in Indiana. On April 22nd, two intruders entered a closed Denny's restaurant and made themselves some eggs. They could have made anything. They could have made some Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity, but they decided to stick with a few eggs, and then they scrammed. No pun intended. And then they came back and made 2 more eggs before they got caught by an employee. Now, no one knows why exactly they only made eggs, or if they had done it anywhere before, but it says Denny's only lost a total of $1. Kinda makes you think that you're getting ripped off every time you go to Denny's.
Wow, what a story.
Sorry if I've been a little bit rusty.
Oh. Sounds like your voice has gotten like a little lighter.
You know, there is a pandemic going on here, Antoine. And, it's been a while since I've been around this many people.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
Give us that update.
Anytime.
All right, my man. That was Robert Stack. Unsolved Mysteries. Phenom, but that sounds like that mystery got solved.
I mean, the mystery got solved, but the
The
motive behind the mystery is still unsolved. They got caught. But you could have
Yeah.
made so much other stuff in
You
Denny's.
could have.
I mean, you could have fixed all the racism in there while they were gone.
You going big.
I mean, if we're going to lose all of our food endorsements, we may as well go down in flames. It's a Denny's in Indiana. Come on, man. You kidding me? You ever been to Denny's in Indiana?
Evansville.
They could have scrubbed all that racism away in there before the crew came in. Instead, they had some
Evansville,
eggs.
man. Don Mattingly.
Come on, man. I'm just kidding.
Greatest
Denny's is
first-
a great place to eat. Yeah.
Food is just all over the place recently. Going into one of these food places sounds like an absolute event. I mean, obviously that happened late at night, but
Yeah.
don't even get me. If we started showing videos of stuff, like the fights that are happening in these food places,
Oh, yeah. It's something about,
that's a whole show within itself.
it's just something about cheaply made food that makes people want to punch each other, you know?
You always go to that card, man.
Hey, man.
I don't know what they did to you over there.
That's why I only work in fine dining restaurants now, man. I've seen the light,
Remember
brother.
we used to do the mug shots?
Oh, yeah. I missed the mug shots.
We got a mug shot
Uh-oh.
for our YouTube audience. Hold on, I think we're gonna go to the phones here.
Well, we got somebody calling us up. Calling me now.
What's up, guys? It's Mr. Mac the Doorman. Welcome back, guys, to the studio.
Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac. What's up, brother?
Doorman, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's good to see you guys and watch you guys on YouTube. It was good to hear Robert Stack, but he lost his mojo. What happened?
You know, it's like you said, it's been
Sounds
a
like-
pandemic, man. You know, I mean, come on. It's
Yeah,
cut the
man.
some slack.
This here story was hilarious. They only lost $1. Really?
Yeah, they only lost $1.
Wow. Then that dude that was bowled with his dad's ashes was his dad named Lebowski. Like, seriously, I have Big Lebowski vibes just hearing that story. That he bowled 300. That was unfucking believable.
Yeah,
That's a feel-good
Story
story
was-
right there, man. That's like a
that's a specialty. We've been trying to bring more positive stories.
yeah, man. That's a Hallmark Channel movie.
Doesn't
What you
get
talking
more
about?
positive than that,
Yeah.
homie.
Yeah, of course. And I just wanted to give you an update that I'm done with the first round drafts for our show that we're gonna do together eventually, hopefully at some point.
Yeah, Doorman Diaries. This is Scott the
Yeah.
Doorman.
Yeah. I've been talking to people and getting them ready to do it. And once we get together and collab and talk, we'll schedule everything. You know.
All right.
So just wanted to give you some shout out, give you some love, and it's good to see you guys again in studio again.
It's good to be here, man. It's like the energy's really good right now, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna do this show
Robert,
all night.
Hey, I'm down. I'll watch you guys.
It's a
I'm your number one
marathon.
fan or number 2 fan, wherever it is.
All right.
All right,
Mr.
man.
Mac.
Good to see you guys, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
All right, Mr. Mac.
Mr. Mac the Doorman checking in.
Checking in. I can't wait to hear some of these crazy doorman stories that he's had during COVID when people just been.
He's
at
got a whole
home.
library. We're going to be bringing a lot of these stories to you, so
I can't wait.
keep listening.
I can't wait.
Oh, stuff like there's going to be this is going to open up a whole new, because a lot of our listeners, they always tell me about how they want to hear New York stuff.
Yeah.
So this is about as New York as it gets.
Oh yeah, the doorman.
Doorman knows everything about you.
Yeah, I had a doorman once, a couple times.
They give you, they know everything.
They know everything.
They know who's coming in and out of your place.
Yep. They know when you
I
get
was-
locked out of your place.
Yeah,
Who's locked in your place.
yeah. They know how late you stay out.
When you come in, they know your schedule. Like, oh, you go out like that, huh? Oh, you can't keep it together,
Yeah,
huh?
you
When
do.
you come in.
Let's see what I was about to. I was about to get in. I was talking about mugshots.
Yeah, you're talking about mug shots.
And how mugshots were a thing. We used to do one every week.
We did.
Mugshot of the week. And then it got kind of old, but I got to bring it back this week.
Bring it back.
Hold on, let me go. For those that are on YouTube, tell the listeners what's going on.
All right, so
as opposed to the ones that are on YouTube.
ladies and gentlemen, what you are watching here is a man standing in front of a camera looking very sad that he got caught doing whatever he was doing. However, he can't be too sad because there's nothing but cocaine underneath his nose.
In the mugshot.
In the mugshot, he was arrested for a few things, and one of them definitely was possession of a controlled substance. They didn't even have to search him for this one. They said, hey, man, you got some cocaine? They said, you know what? Don't even answer that question. Don't even answer that question. This is a very authentic mugshot here. This just says it all. It's like right in between his mustache, like right between
It's like
that
something
space.
off of Saturday Night Live is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, like
That's how obvious.
they pulled him over like, hey, have you got anything in this car we should know
Yeah.
about? No, sir.
He looks like Tyrone Biggums
He does.
from the Chappelle Show. Look that one up.
He looks sad. I'd be sad too if I got caught like that.
It's tough.
It's hard out here, man. Maybe he was saving it. Like, look, I ain't know where else to put it, officer. You know, I lose it all the time. I figure if I just keep a little bit right here underneath my nose and between my tongue, you know, either way, when I get lonely, I could have some fun.
Not what he was thinking, man.
No.
This was
Speaking
just-
of cocaine,
this was just pathetic.
I walked past some people, dude. This was the other day, and it was broad daylight in the middle of the city, and dudes just doing bumps in the middle of the street. I was like, wow, how do we get here? I mean, even before the pandemic, people had some respect.
A little bit.
Now they're just out here getting pumped up in the middle of the day, right there in Times Square.
I know.
What has this place turned into? It's turned back into the old New York.
Nah,
No, I'm just kidding.
the old New York was
It's rough.
rough. All right, moving right along.
Moving along.
Oklahoma woman charged with a felony for not returning a VHS tape from 21 years ago.
What? Is this like one of those, like a Blockbuster when they say, look, if you don't return this thing, you're going to owe us a lot of money. And you be like, shut up, Blockbuster. And I'm not rewinding.
She's getting a
this.
felony. Hold on. I think we got a video on some news report on this thing, but you got to see this.
Felony charges?
It's 21 years overdue.
I mean, you really got to read the fine print on this thing, huh? I wonder what the movie was. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Yo, bro, I'm not going to jail for a fucking Sabrina the Teenage Witch, man.
That's what it was. Sabrina the Teenage
I'm not, man. You know what?
She said she got it for her kids or something.
Nah. Either way, they not going to ask me what I'm in for. And I'm going to say, not returning Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's not happening.
You think the other prisoners would respect you?
No, man. Maybe if it was something more hardcore. But definitely not Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Not at all.
It could result in felony embezzlement charges, but that's exactly what happened to McBride, and now she's dealing with even greater issues because of it.
The first thing she told me was felony embezzlement.
This is in
So I thought I
Oklahoma
was gonna
City,
have a
by
heart
the way.
attack.
It was a moment of disbelief for Karen McBride as she was talking to the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office this week, where she learned she was a wanted felon for never returning Sabrina the Teenage Witch on VHS 21 years ago. A movie she says she never even rented.
No, actually, I had lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago. He had two kids, daughters that were 8, 10, 11 years old. And I'm thinking he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I don't know. I have never watched that show in my entire life. Just not my cup of tea.
Online documents show McBride was charged with embezzlement in March of 2000, but never knew about the charges until recently when trying to change her name on her license after getting married.
And they told me that I had an issue in Oklahoma, and this was the reference number for me to call this number, and I did. Meanwhile, I'm a wanted felon for a VHS tape.
Documents show the movie was rented at Movie Place in Norman, Oklahoma. We've since learned that business closed in 2008. Ed Blau with Blau Law Firm told us Tuesday, even though there's technically no victim now in the case, because charges were filed and a warrant was issued against McBride, Cleveland County could still prosecute the case.
I mean, I didn't try to deceive anyone over Samantha Teenage Witch. I swear.
McBride says over the last 20 years,
It's
she's
Sabrina,
been let go
lady.
from several jobs without giving a reason why, and says now it all makes sense.
This is wise because when they ran my criminal background check, all they're seeing is those two words, felony embezzlement.
Now, the good news is we did reach out to the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office earlier this week about McBride's case, and they said after talking to us and reviewing it, it will be dismissed. In the meantime, Blau says she'll need to have it expunged in order to clear her record. In Oklahoma City tonight, I'm Erica Stanish, Fox 25 News.
Hey, man. I'm sorry. Look, yo, can you imagine not getting the job because
This damn movie rental.
like you at the job? They're like, Antoine, you seem like you fit all the
No,
credentials.
but all they see is felony. They don't know what it is.
That's even worse. That's even worse. They think you some kind of criminal. Like, man, this lady really fits the profile of what we're looking for, but she got this felony embezzlement, and it's Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. And the VHS they had, it was handwritten on there. It sound like some, I don't know, man. Felony embezzlement. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. I think I got a Netflix DVD that I didn't return. Back when, you could send the DVDs back whenever. I think I still got one. You think if I just keep my Netflix account open, that won't be embezzlement?
You know, Netflix is supposed to be cracking down on that hard.
What, not returning?
They say like they said in like the earnings call or whatever that they're gonna stop with the sharing of the password stuff. They're gonna start fixing that.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Netflix, what are you doing? Y'all just being greedy now.
Somebody in our chat just wrote "What the
Yeah, man.
f," but I don't know if they were referring to that or the VH1 or VH1
Both.
VHS story.
Both. Netflix, don't do us like that.
What else we got going through some of this stuff? I know you want to talk about the bird smuggler.
The bird.
we got a lot of-
smuggler. It's just such a
You
weird
like
way to
him,
make
huh?
a living, you know. I just think, how do you get into bird smuggling? It's a good question.
Well, tell us what the hell. Like, what is he smuggling?
So,
Where is he smuggling it from?
So
He got caught at the airport. I know that.
he got caught at JFK Airport. So what this guy's doing is he's smuggling finches, songbirds,
Finches.
but he's smuggling them from Guyana, right?
Yeah.
And these birds are worth a lot of money because they are put in singing competitions. And so if they win this competition, this bird could be sold for about $10,000. So they have a problem with people smuggling. And the ones from Guyana, they're more desirable than the ones in the United States. So this guy smuggles these finches in hair rollers and then straps them around his body like ammunition, like he Rambo. And then he puts his clothes on top of them. And he tries to get through JFK.
Now, why would you make them look like ammunition?
I
'Cause
mean,
then
you got to line them up somehow.
yeah, but then it's.
I mean,
I'm just saying, if you wanted to be conspicuous, why would you make your stuff look like a bomb?
if they wanted somebody to
Dynamite.
be conspicuous, they would have paid this dude more than $3,000. So I
Not
don't
to
think they was
mention-
going for like
Not to mention,
inconspicuous,
they're in like fluorescent wraps,
right?
if
And they're
you're
like
watching
wrapped
on YouTube.
around his ankles
Yeah, why are they fluorescent? Why couldn't they make them a little like a color that blended in a little better?
because that's not the color they sell hair rollers in. You seen hair rollers, man? You don't never see no just bland black hair rollers. That ain't gonna.
Are we talking Gary, Indiana hair rollers?
Hey,
Or are we
man.
talking?
All the hair rollers I done seen before, they were
Are we talking Upper West Side, New York hair rollers?
both. Because you know in the Heights they mad colorful, so the hair rollers are all kind of colors. They don't even have black hair rollers. It's pink and yellow and fluorescent blue, all of that.
Guyana, I'm sure, has got some loud colored ones too.
So yeah, he's trying to smuggle finches, songbirds in. My thing is, how do you plan on keeping all of these birds quiet? They're songbirds. I'm sure that's how
Did
he got.
Wait a minute. I thought he
caught.
didn't get caught because of. They didn't say he got caught because of the noise. They said it was like bulky or
They said
tracked
he looked
'Cause-
stupid
Yeah. he-
before the
Yeah,
birds could even make any noise. They're like this.
well, it sounds
at
like he
this.
was wearing a parka and
They was like, look at this idiot. What is he wearing?
African weather.
Fool wearing. It's hot outside,
He just came from Africa. You got a big ass parka.
right? Like, come on. At least,
Well, he could say.
I mean, dress the part.
He could say like, I'm not used to like 60s, you know. But yeah, he got caught.
Yeah,
And if you're on YouTube, you can see
and he can face up.
how
He
ridiculous
could face up to 20
that
years.
attempt was.
He could face up to 20 years because he's bringing wildlife in from another country, which could be disease.
Diseases.
We could be having another coronavirus up in here. So
Oh,
he could face up to 20
public
years.
service announcement here.
And he only got paid $3,000 for it, you know?
Yeah.
So, don't smuggle finches.
You're listening to the Press Box Party. If you want to get a call in,
Yeah.
hit us up.
We hit
We're already getting near the hour, but we got a couple other things we can go a little over if you're feeling
Oh, we're
it.
going all night, bro. It's a Press Box Party telethon.
Cinco de Mayo, we didn't even cover that.
We did not. Happy Cinco
Usually
de
the
Mayo.
city would be. It's getting there, though.
The city just
I'm
finds
sure if we went down
any reason to party.
around the corner here on 3rd Avenue, there'd be some people out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of...
But if you want to call in, it's 917-477-7737.
Yeah. I think you should. And if you got some overdue VHSs or Netflix, you best to getting it to somebody before they get to you.
Well, that wasn't
Felony embezzlement.
Wasn't it like a not even like a big rental place?
It
Was
didn't.
a
It
local
couldn't be
one.
because
Yeah, it was a local one.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch was written on there in Sharpie. It was dubbed from television. They dubbed it from Nickelodeon, and then they started like selling episodes of it.
You know what would be great if they found out like they illegally copied Sabrina the Teenage
That'd be even better.
Witch, and then you got to pay like $2 million to the studio or something.
Ooh, I like
Because
that.
they're the ones that brought it all up.
I like the plot twist of that.
Yeah.
And you know they don't even sell episodes of like
Yeah.
Sabrina the just
CW. Is it CW?
no.
Oh, and the WB?
I don't know. They're the same thing, right? CW,
WB got the
WB.
frog. It's the WB.
Oh, that's right. Look at you. Look at you. You that was your jam, wasn't it? WB, little Seventh Heaven. Little Dawson's
I just
Creek,
like the
though.
frog, man.
Yeah. Little Wayne's Brothers.
Wayne's brother was on there like 24 hours. For a
Man,
while.
that was my jam.
Are there reruns of anything out there that you will watch if you flip by it that's like real old sitcom?
It depends on what state of mind I'm in, honestly. Because if I'm like in a real chill, I'll watch anything sometimes.
I'll hit up Three's Company.
Oh, yeah. Three's Company is good.
Well, it
Three's
wouldn't
Company.
still be on if it wasn't good.
The old Jack Tripper.
Jack.
Old
Jack.
Jack. I like watching
Furley
those.
or a Roper guy?
I liked Furley. Furley was good. But the Ropers,
Yeah, because the lady helped him out.
she did.
Helen.
Mrs. Roper was.
Helen.
They balanced each other out. She always wanted to get down. He was like, "No, get that old box away from me."
You know, there's another one that I was watching because it's supposed to take place in Chicago, but for other reasons too. Mr. Al Bundy.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm
Married
like,
with Children.
you can't make that anymore.
No, man. 90% of that shit is politically incorrect, and they would get canceled, and everybody would get fired, and they would have to shut down everybody's Twitter account who worked on it. All the actors, like, are you kidding me? You can't make that kind of stuff nowadays.
No.
Not the way they would talk about their wives
Yeah.
and the women that would come into the shoe store. Come on.
Well, it's everything. Like even the way he talks about his mom and
Everything. The kids.
then they got like the guy at the gas station, Habib.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like it's a whole.
It's
But they still show the reruns, thankfully.
yeah. But yeah, that show would get canceled.
Pretty
real
soon they're
quick.
going to ban the reruns.
They're just gonna say,
You
what?
know that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna feel some type of way about one in particular episode.
It's like this was 1990. Chill.
and they're gonna say, you know what? I think it should all be locked away in a vault because this is bad. That's what's happening. They're gonna lock us in a vault. We like one McDonald's story away from getting canceled, man. I'm telling you, dude.
No, as long as they're true. Well, they're true up to this point, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think the feces one is bull.
Nah, I think that might be the truest one of all.
Not buying that.
Nah.
Press box party, getting close to the end of the show. So 917-477-7737 if you want to call in. What are the final? We got a couple more. Oh, we got the meme girl.
Yes.
You can talk about the meme girl.
All right. So
Famous meme. I'll put it up on the thing.
basically,
You've seen that meme before, right?
the disaster girl meme. So
Yeah.
it's one of the first memes where there's a fire and there's this little girl and she looks back at the camera and she looks like she's enjoying the fact that the house is on fire and that she possibly set it on fire. Call her Disaster Girl. Now Disaster Girl is time to get paid off of that meme.
Right.
Now this meme was 2008. This girl was 4. She's in college now. And she could make upwards to about 50 grand. Could pay for that college. Or she could just drop out and not go to school anymore and be like, yeah, I don't need this.
But she's claiming in on the fame.
Oh, yeah, I would. I would make a whole series about it.
And did you read the thing? It's not a real photo.
It's an NFT.
No. But I'm saying.
Oh, I was asking a question.
Her dad created it. Did you get to that part?
Yes, her dad.
So yeah, people always wondered if it was a real photo, though.
It's a Photoshop competition photo,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to her for getting paid.
I was gonna put it up on the thing, but I think you guys have all seen it. 917-477-7737.
We gotta come up with some memes, man, to start selling these NFTs, bro. We in the wrong business.
I love how you're coming around like, yo, we got to get on this NFT business.
We do. Crypto's gone. We missed out on that
Look
boat. But this
Nah,
NFT,
there's still some opportunities there.
we can do this NFT, man. We can do it. I got ideas.
Riders of a UK roller coaster, amusement park roller coaster, had to walk down the top of the roller coaster because the thing broke.
That's not fun.
It's better than it breaking on the way down, right?
I mean, it depends. If it's just gonna break and just go down, and I guess that would be worse because then you'd be stuck in the middle of the
Then you'd
thing,
be stuck.
and then you'd be sitting there. So either way, it doesn't sound like fun. But shout out to them for being troopers and walking all the way down. That's a lot of stairs, man.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you thought you were about to have the thrill of your life, and then now it's like, not the thrill of my life. I'm getting a workout of my life. This is BS. Screw you, Six Flags. I hate you. Come here to work out. Came here to have fun.
I didn't think about it. But they're going downstairs, not up.
I mean, it's cool, but after a certain amount of flights, it don't matter. After you going down, and that's steep. That roller coaster is steep.
Mm.
You got to be paying attention. You got people behind you and in front of you. One person slip up, it's the ride of your life again. Just going down the stairs.
Oh man, good to have you back in the
Hey
studio.
man, it feels
for
good to
real.
back. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah.
I was gonna get to this last story, but yeah, even for what time is it out here?
Game time.
9 p.m.
Oh, that's not what you
A little
asked
after
me.
9 p.m.
Yeah, 9:07.
No, but some guy got caught up doing the dirty thing with his girl at the park. I'll play the sound of it.
Oh yeah, this was
Sounds
this
pretty interesting.
was in the UK.
Yeah, you'll know that.
And
from
this
the
was
sound.
not at night. The
No.
freaks were out during the daytime this time. In the park. Not after dark. Oh yeah.
Should play some music for the background.
Excuse
of
me,
this.
there's kids over there. And you're having sex? Well, you think that's alright?
No, we don't.
So why are you doing it?
No, so we know. No, we have done wrong.
So why are you still sat on him and you're in a park, bruv? My child is 7 years old. You're not taking the piss.
Yeah, all right.
What do you mean, alright? Everyone's watching you. My child is in the park and my nieces are. Like, have some respect.
I know, you're fucked up. And I know you feel me.
Yeah, I am filming because you're having sex in the park when my child's there. You're taking the.
Now here's
You're
how
not taking up.
here's how I feel about this particular situation. One, I think it's hilarious these people are just getting it on in the middle of the day in the park where kids are. They could see them. Obviously, they don't care. Now, this lady asking rhetorical questions. Are you having sex in the park? What does it look like we doing, ma'am? If I was them, I'd have said, no, No, we're not having sex. We're doing algebra. You're disturbing our study session. Now get out of here. I got caught having sex in the park once before.
Whoa. Looks like this show's going a little over.
I mean,
Whoa.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Like, whoa. That's it?
I mean,
And you got caught by who?
it was in Central Park.
No, it was in New York.
Yeah, it was in Central Park.
Damn, I thought you were going to tell me it was like at Hillbilly Park in somewhere in
No, man.
Indiana.
And we didn't get caught by the police. We got caught by a creeper trying to watch us, which is worse than getting caught by the police.
Actually, you deserved that.
I deserve that? I don't deserve for some creepy person to interrupt my fantasy of having sex in the park. That's not fair.
So you must have been in the shady part of Central Park.
I mean, I ain't going to tell you exactly where I was at, but, you know.
That's a yes. No, there could be a creeper anywhere, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be in the part where it's not too shady. You don't want to be in. There got to be some light. But yeah, it's overrated. It's not as fun as you think it is.
Thanks. You're just giving all kinds of public service announcements tonight.
You know, I feel like since I'm back in the studio,
Yeah.
people have waited a long time, and I just speak what's on my heart from here on out. You know, McDonald's endorsements or not. Yeah.
So you just went running? How did it end?
You know, you kind of move around, try to pretend like you're not doing it.
But it's a creeper, like, coming after you.
No,
so
they were
would
they
you-
were creepingly watching us. They wasn't coming to take us. They was
Okay. Were you on a park bench?
No, we was against the rocks. She had on the skirt. Oh,
The
God.
rocks. Like I'm supposed to. Now I know where it is.
You know, we was over there with them big rocks.
Now I
and that.
know where it is.
You know them big rocks. That be in the
They do have those rubber balls. But I'm hoping it was late.
A park bench is so cliche, man. Come on, there's no excitement.
But I'm hoping it was late. It was late at night, so it wasn't.
It was dark.
There weren't kids. Let's put it this way. Oh, so it could have been 7.
It could have been 5. I don't
In
remember
the winter. Yeah.
if it was winter or not. You know.
Probably not after you're sitting on the rocks and she got a skirt on.
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah. That's just the investigator in me.
Look at you. Look at you.
Wow. Well, shared a good story finally.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I guess we were doing it via Zoom. You know, you can't really share stories.
You know,
via
I feel a
Zoom.
connection between us today.
I was not expecting. I thought you were going to tell me some little Hodunk Park in Indiana,
No, man.
like when you were in high school.
I'm going big today.
So how long was this during the pandemic?
No, man. This wasn't during the
I
pandemic.
thought like you were trying to stay outdoors and do that kind of thing.
Hey, yeah, I mean, they were suggesting that you don't look the person in the eye and you just kind of hit it from the back. I mean, that's essentially
wait.
what they were saying. You
Who's
should-
they?
You know, the CDC. That's what they were saying.
They did say that. We
they was
covered
out
that
here,
on this
yeah,
show.
they
Actually,
were.
that Jay Craig is not lying.
Yeah, man. The CDC was out here they were saying just hit it from the back. That's what they pretty much was saying.
They were. And they said if you turn around, you got to keep the mask on.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
They even changed the CDC.
You think anyone was actually doing that?
What, just like,
Keeping the mask on?
I mean, some people you kind of want them to keep the mask on in some situations. I
Would
could see
that
how
apply
would be
to the
beneficial.
park lady?
No. The park lady, she was legit, man. You know, she didn't need no mask.
Park lady, if you're listening, it's 917-477-7737.
Yeah, girl. Hit me up. The parks is
You
open.
gotta, yeah.
Parks and Recs. Hit me up.
Well, that's not bad. I think that's a good note to end on.
You know what?
I do.
We're gonna.
It's not
end
gonna
it
get
in-
better than that.
No, it ain't. That's it.
Late night stories with Mr. Craig. It's a good show, man. I can't believe Robert Stack showed up.
You know, everybody.
Oh,
man, my dad just texted me. He's listening to the show.
Yeah. He wants to know more about this park incident.
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he wants to know more.
Hey, Pops, it's probably online, so.
You know,
just look up
those Google satellites, man.
Just look up the Rock Man. All right, man. You've been listening to the Press Box Party Cinco de Mayo version, and we're on every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So make sure you find us. Follow on MixLR.
Yeah.
Stream 35 Radio, and then subscribe on YouTube if you're watching.
Yeah.
Find it later. All right, man. We're out of here. Good to have you back in, Jake Craig.
Good to be back, brother.
I'm Antoine, and we are out of here. Peace.
Yeah.
It's a party in New York City, baby.